Some a lot of people have a hard time dealing with the zealot opening.
You think so? You think
Yeah.
building gas I find is a little harder to execute because it's not just like you just make the same buildings with SCV over and over. You have to actually like time it.
Uh,
You know what I mean?
okay, so then I guess I'll go 12 gas.
Yeah.
So couple thing I'll try to explain as I'm going. So basically, we just want to talk about the Nexus timing, first Gun timing, and then the first triple timing.
Okay.
I'm not just gonna. I'll try to reduce the action as much as possible and just focus on the build order.
Okay. Makes sense. Yeah. Okay. So the goal of this is just to provide a stable, reliable build order for the first, like 6 minutes, 8 minutes or so of Terran versus Protoss matchup that people can try to, basically copy. And um, we both think that if you just like try to do the same build every game, you'll be able to learn a lot faster because there's kind of minimizing the number of variables, and so like you can really focus on like what was different about this game in particular that caused me to lose or something like that. And because if you just do too many builds, and you don't really, it's hard to know why you lost that particular game. We're just going for uh, 9 depot,
12,
right?
yeah, 9 depot,
Nine
11
12
rex, and
gas,
12
12
gas,
gas, and
and 13 scout.
13 scout. And remap was boosting his minerals here, so his gas is a little faster than what people might get. But the important thing to do is just to send all your SCVs to mine different patches. Um, as long as that happens, you'll have a reasonable gas timing. It doesn't need to be super fast like remap's gas here.
I make depot here. Since no scout from the probe, I'm just gonna skip the marine and make one more SCV and put down factory.
Okay, you lost 8 gas there. Good job.
I
You think skipping the marine is the optimization that we need for people?
think it's good, but to be honest, it doesn't really matter. It's not gonna something that's gonna cost the game whether
Yeah.
you do or not.
So we saw his probe with our SCV. What do you make of that? What does that tell you?
It could be anything. It could be a pylon search that he's going for the last scout, or it could be gate
Yep.
scout,
Yep.
or it could be a core scout. So, but what we're gonna do is here. I'm just gonna. The reason why I don't check all the way here,
Mm-hmm.
all I need to know at this point is whether he's going 12 Nexus or not. But we can scout this spawn later on. But I need to know whether I'm getting a last scout or not. So all I'm gonna check just here because this is where when the zealot is like popping out and just start moving out. So since we didn't see anything, we're just gonna go here and try to see if there's anything going on here, and we can always come back here after check. At
Yeah.
this point, all that matters is whether he's going 12 nexus or not.
Yeah. So we shave a couple of seconds off of searching deep inside this spawn so that we can get to the other base faster to confirm if the he went 12 nexus on the last spawn.
And make three marines, make one vulture, skip the SCV, stay on 24 supply, and get ready for the CC. Put CC down here.
CC will
Okay,
start
so
here
it's a
around
good.
8:30. Yeah, it's goon.
So the goons are just actually not following the um
Your scout.
what is it? My scout. So I have to think about the zealot push here. So just try to stand back.
So what remap is referring to is that there could be a zealot out on the map. We don't know if they made a zealot, and then if the zealot comes in with that goon that just came straight to us, it could be a pretty strong attack. So that's why we're staying back here.
I think.
And now the goon shows
Okay,
up by itself, so there's no zealot.
it's not a zealot. So push out the goon. Don't be scared. The goons are really weak before their range upgrade. And push it out. Make depot.
So our third depot finished already. We got an add-on, and then now we're getting a bunker. Bunker's um, a little late than standard timing, but that's because the second goon was in his base chasing our SCV, so you know that he can't show up with two goons out of the blue.
Here.
And here's that second goon, so the bunker's still
This is actually good play. But you don't want to lose his vulture. Just save it somewhere very random. You don't have to keep moving it around.
Yep. So you're going for two factory here? Is that what you would recommend for people?
Yeah.
Okay. And what are we making all of the first factory?
After tank, make make 2 more vulture. We saw the range upgrade too. And then it could be a DT, so just try to be passive with the second vulture that pops out. Make the and we're gonna push this out. We saw 4 goons, so it's gonna be really late DT if it is a DT. So and then make gas.
So we got our eBay around 5:30 for the late DTs, and then we got our gas before our armory, around the same time as armory.
And from here, I'd like to go do a tank push here, but let's just skip that parts.
So tank
Just
push
put the
requires a lot of multitasking. You have to make SCVs, you have to micro the tanks, you have to run bio poachers. It requires a lot of things going on.
okay. So we got everything. So this is all you need for the mindset. You want to see whether the Protoss is pushing out with like for the early pressure with like the bulldog style, or if it's taking early third here or here. That's all we need to know, and we can from this point we can just sit back and just focus on our macro. So I'm not gonna worry about anymore on the Protoss side. And then from here, all you have to make sure is that you don't get supply block, you're not skipping the SCVs, and keep making tank out of those 2 add-on, and just put down 3 more fac as you're having a gas.
Okay.
Let's make the, just to be on the safe side, make the N.
So we're making our 4 turrets. Standard is 3, but like he said,
Yeah.
we're doing safe. We're being a little safer.
So he's taking the triple here, gives me an idea that he has no intention to do any type of an early burst. So I'm gonna skip the stage tank and use that gas on going factory. Because you don't really need to have a siege upgrade right now. It's a waste of money.
So we don't have siege mode, and we're not making tanks out of both factories, which saves us a lot of money. And if you guys look at it, we got like a 7-minute 5 factories all going out right now. So that's how you're able to get super fast at 5 factories.
From here, I don't have to look at the Protoss. What he's up to, we got every information that we need. He had the Observer came out, so it's not like no Robo early Arbiter style. And then we saw that he was taking triple, which gonna make our 5-fact push a lot more strong. And I made a mistake. I was only mining with 2 gas.
Yep, I saw that. Didn't say it because that would be cheating.
And then here, when you go 5-fact, you're gonna have a time where you have more minerals than the gas. This is when you want to go Academy.
Okay. So you like making academy after the 5 facts.
Yes.
Academy's going up now. Are all 5 factories running.
And then make siege and have every rally pawn onto the tank.
So we've hotkeyed our 5 factories to different numbers, and we're rallying them onto the tanks so that the rally units will follow the tanks. We're going to be moving out with our tanks, and the rally units will just keep moving, unless the tank dies.
I'm gonna make one more round of a tank. After that, it's gonna be all Vulture.
Okay, so right now we have 8
So,
tanks, and we're waiting for tank number 9 and 10. And we're going to switch to 5 factory full vultures.
and just keep. We'll send out one. Well, we got Butcher here.
So this is an advanced scout, the SCV here, and Remap is saying he already had a vulture here, so we kind of know that there's not an arc of like 20 dragoons sitting on the side here waiting to jump on us, and here's his army. So seeing this tells
So
us how far we can go with our army.
it's only goons. It's really weak.
Mhm.
And if you can hotkey your production with your left hand, it's good. From here, don't even look at your base. We're gonna focus on this push. Keep, just keep sieging out and keep making vultures. And on siege the back one. Keep pushing out. On siege, just keep mining out the backdoor path and just keep pushing. And siege. And there's a zealot.
Speed, pretty fast speed units.
So it's got separated from the goons and zealot.
Protoss can join us too, of course.
Just mine out here. And mine the left. His goon is separated from the reinforcement army. And it's only gonna be the zealot coming out. So
Unsieged.
just just unsiege and just keep pushing up to this point. And siege up here. And do some make armory. Make CC behind. And focus on here. Just mine. Protoss is making a right decision. He's trying to
Stop reinforcements. The goons.
yeah, harass the goons. But it's only
There's only 4 goons left. They probably won't get this push. They took some
yeah.
damage. It's hard. Hard to push. That's why we lay these mines on the side to slow that flank maneuver down. Behind this, we spend our money making a CC. You just put it down anywhere. You don't have to put it on location. You put it down anywhere that's convenient. You'll find that you have a lot more money because you're just microing the hell out of this push. Just go back when your tanks are safe, either sieged up or just in a safe spot. Go back and spend all your money on extra factories in the CC. Okay.
So the key point from that push was that just like how we are only making Vulture out of the factory, the Protoss is also only gonna make the Zealot once they have enough goons.
Yep.
And from there he's only making Zealot. So when you see that the goons were going to the left side, you know that on the right side it's only gonna be Zealot. So what you can do is you just mine on the left hand side and just don't be hesitate to push out. Just keep going in because it's only gonna be Zealot. The Vulture and Unsiege tank is gonna just like eradicate all that like zealots. They're really weak without the goons.
Yep.
So the key point is that to not get hesitated to push out more. If you get hesitated, it's gonna give them a time to make more zealots and time to erase the mines and try to reinforce. And if you're fighting goons and zealot, it's a lot easier to get hold. So so you have to kind of like pace up the timing when you like actually push out with the 5 fact. And don't worry about that you're like having a lot of money floating. It's okay as long as all the 5 fact is running. We can try to use all that like saved bank all at the same time, just like how I did it. I make two more effects, CC, and a starport at the same time. The key point is to not lose the fight, or at least try to have the better trade than Protoss can do. And you guys are still in game even after it gets whole somehow. If you kill all the goons and zealot and somehow kill some probes, you guys are still in the game. So that's the whole point. Is that good?
Yeah, it's good. I think one optimization that might give people a little nervousness is the skipping your siege, right? There's some details that go into that. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, so you only see only goons coming out, and you saw the alt that came out too. So, and we saw the probe that was taking a 12 nexus. Um, so basically, we are safe from some like early like DTBS or like DT shuttle. It could be DT shuttle, but it's going to be really late. So it just kind of gives an idea that he's not going for any type of a push at that point. So why do we want to waste our money on upgrading the siege for nothing? It's 150 and 150. We can have one more factory at that point instead of the siege. All you just gotta have the siege mode upgraded when you're pushing out. That's all you needed. So you're putting down the factory a lot faster, so that you can pace up the timing a little bit faster to push out.
So let's say he cleared. So you have three mines: one at his 12 o'clock expansion, one at his third, and one in the natural path to your base. If he cleared that one, you might not know if he's coming at you with a bunch of goons and ops to break you to check you if you have siege or not. So what do you do in that case?
Then you do have to do a siege upgrade, or if you're really confident with your tank micro, you can kind of skip it too. But at that point, it's safe to skip the siege because I still had the mine coming across my natural. He never erased that, so I'm still okay. He's not trying to push me at all. So that three mine kind of snowballed from the early game. My vulture was like really low HP, and I didn't bother to like try to keep using that vulture. You just save it somewhere very random place, and then all that vulture have to do is mine out that 3 point on the radiant, because those are the three path that Protoss can come out or take the expo to,
Mm-hmm.
and that's pretty much all you need. And the mine is not to kill the goons; it's to scout what they're up to, whether they're trying to go two base carrier, two base arbiter, or skipping ops to go for shuttle river style. So if I see that three mines never get erased, I'm probably gonna have all my tank um, stand by my base to look out for any shuttle harassment at that point.
Yeah,
I got to go
But
for now.
because it's
Play
got.
you later.
Oh, GG's man, thanks.
GG.
GG.
Yeah, so because if none of those get erased, what can he be doing besides a two base aggressive play, whether he's rushing to arbs or carriers or shuttle play, right?
Yeah, pretty much. And if those are never being erased, don't be too rushy on like timing push. At that point, you wanna get the academy a little bit faster to scout for what he's up to, and then we can decide whether we want to push out or just take third. You know.
Yeah.
But since we saw that he was taking triple, and it's I don't know if it was a 3 gate op or 2 gate op, but we know that it's just a goons observer opening into triple. So it gives me an time to actually go for 5 fact push.
I think
So just always mm,
yeah, I think a key point that is probably it's easily missed is like this is kind of the whole point of going vulture expand is to get those mines out at those key locations. If you can do that, it's a big success. It gives you a ton of information to work with. It's not making a vulture for the sake of making a vulture and trying to run it into his mineral line or something like that. It's really to try to get that advanced vision, right?
correct. And I highly recommend to just stick with 5 fact opening, whether you lose or whether you're just playing someone you know that they're trying to like hard counter your 5 fact style. It doesn't matter. Try to try to get like better at like on the 2 base playing. Then you can learn how to do like 3 base play. If you cannot excel at 2 base playing style, you're just not gonna get better on the 3 base style. It's just a lot harder than managing with 2 bases. So I'd rather just stick with 2 base 5 fact push, whether you lose or not. Just try to play out from there, pretty much.
Yeah, two base play, you get to work on the fighting, managing your army, doing things like mining the flanks. These are all like very important details that go into the matchup. So you get to work on that every time, and so the game will be over in 10 to 15 minutes. You get a lot of reps in. Three base play, four base play. If you try to turtle up and hit 200 every time, the games might go a long time. You might lose one big fight. You get recalled. The game's over, and you're kind of like, did you get a lot out of it? Probably not much. So it's I agree with that. Like, keep it more focused. Focus on the one build and try to have it be a two base build rather than a huge macro build. And then there's so many things going on, it's hard to figure out what went wrong.
Yep, yep.
Okay.
Did he already leave?
Yeah, he's out. So I think probably end the recording there and post it up.
Is there a Zarg player that I can play?